The Dietitian Boss method has been super helpful for me in starting my business last year and also streamlining processes so that I'm working smarter, not harder. It's also helped me to generate more revenue than I ever thought that I could on my own by giving me a community of women that I can connect with and feel challenged with in order to continue to grow as a business owner.
Working with Libby has been the best decision that I have made for my business. I started my business about a year ago, and without her, I would have never had the guidance and support in order to make my current business a reality that I absolutely love, and that has allowed me to leave my clinical job and pursue this full time while being financially stable and being confident in the systems in my business, and allowed me to have a larger impact on the world and being able to spread my message and help the women that I help in my program. I am so thankful that I took the leap to work with Libby. Like I said, I could not have done any of this without her. I could not have made this my full-time job without her support and guidance, because that's just not something that I knew. I have the skills of what I want to teach my clients and how I want to work with them, but I did not have the business side of things. I had no idea about marketing and all of that stuff. And that's exactly what Libby has helped me with. And she's helped me create a business with systems in place so that you can work smarter, not harder, that you are having a larger impact and you're getting your message across to more people. And like I said, I'm so happy that I took the leap to work with Libby. It was scary investing in yourself, to be honest, but I can tell you 1,000% it's worth everything. Libby is fabulous, and she really has made a huge impact in not only my career, but in my life as well.
Hi, Libby. So since working with you, I have been able to start my business and grow my business. I was able to go from 0 to 3K. Shortly after that, I hit my 5K, and just recently under my first 10K month, like $20 off of my first 10K month. So that's been exciting. Since continuing working with you to scale my business, I have gotten more clear on my method and figuring out the steps I need to take to scale my business so that way I can work less but help more and be more efficient in creating my dream business. So it has been a great experience helping me to become the best dietitian that I can for my clients who are looking to find binge freedom. And I can't believe that I get to do this and make a living. It's been a really great experience.
Hi, Libby. Wanted to share my weekly win. So I launched the Paralysis Nutrition Cookbook. It's my first product in addition to coaching. So my goal was to launch Friday, which I did, and to sell 25 copies by today, Monday. And so far I have sold 55 copies of the book last time I checked. So doubled my sales goal, which is super exciting.
Hey guys, my name is Heather. I'm a registered dietitian. My Instagram handle is lowcarb.nutrition, and I worked with Libby for about 6 months. I wanted to tell you guys my experience, and it was honestly such an amazing investment that I made in my business. I don't think I'd be anywhere where I am now if I didn't make that investment. Libby not only helped me niche down, which was really important because it's something that I wanted to do before I started working with her, but I didn't know how. And she really looked at like what I was already doing with clients and was able to pull out this niche that I didn't even realize was there. And it felt so authentic to me. That was so nice to really have guidance with that. And then the marketing part, we obviously do not learn marketing in school as dietitians. So that was so helpful, especially when it comes to an online presence, which Libby is obviously, that's her genius zone, right? And she just like taught me so many things and opened my mind in a way that I had no idea was possible when it comes to marketing online, which was just so helpful to not only grow my following, but build a sense of a community in my audience, which is really what I wanted more than anything. Leads, attract the clients that I wanted to work with, that was going to make me happy to work with and that I can help them most. So that was really great. And then developing the systems to put into place when I actually got these clients onboarding, because I had no idea what to do. I'd worked in private practice before for years and counseled for years, but I had no idea how to reach people online and create those systems online. It's totally different than in person. And I just didn't even realize how different it was. And lastly, she helped me build up my confidence. Before working with her, I was really not confident at all. I had no idea what to do. That's why I even hired her to work with her, because I just felt lost. I felt like I had no idea where to go next. I've been turning my wheels and not making any progress, and I'm just sick of it. So I decided to hire Libby, and it was honestly such a great decision. Anyone that's thinking about it, I absolutely would say go for it. She's seriously awesome, and it was just such a good decision for me. I'm so happy I did it, and I would definitely recommend Libby to anyone else.
Ever since I started working with Libby, I've tried to apply everything that she's told me, and I've been able to grow my Instagram from less than 1,000 followers to 10,000 in just 3 months. And then she gave me the courage to start a course. So I created a course on PCOS weight loss, and we brainstormed ideas, and she gave me suggestions, and she showed me other people who had been successful at it, and I really tried to apply every last recommendation that she gave me. And what happened was, from pre-launch, which was a couple weeks, and just 3 weeks of launching, I was able to create $15,000, a 4-figure launch out of this course. And this is because of the work she helped me put into Instagram and the recommendations that she had for me. Everything that she said, I tried to listen to as best as I could. And even if I thought that something wasn't a good idea, I would sleep on it, and then I'd come back to it, and I would just agree with her and give it a chance. So Libby is certainly an expert at this, and I can attest to it, and I'm so grateful for everything that she's done.
Hi, Libby. It's Jill Monjean, pilot nutritionist here. Regarding using Dietitian Boss, I streamlined my process so that I was speaking to my ideal client about things that they wanted to hear about. When I started July 6th, my revenue was very low, and I have been able to almost quadruple my revenue in just the first month. From July to August, I tripled my income. I ended up, by August, I think I had a total of 8 clients. So I basically went from 1 to 8, which is really incredible. Speaking to them, giving them exactly what they want to hear, and then being able just to operate my whole process very efficiently, getting down a really solid sales speech and discussion when I was talking to my client and closing every single sale that came to me. It was really a blast to be able to become a Dietitian Boss.
Hi, my name is Amy Gianotti, and I've had the absolute privilege working with Libby for the last 2 months. January will be month number 3, and I've got to say it is the best investment I've ever made in my business. I chose to work with Libby because I just needed someone to be accountable to. I'm a girl who's always got all these ideas, and then I kind of go off on this tangent and then forget to tidy up the other stuff that I've left behind. So Libby has helped to create a lot more organization in my business, give me a lot more confidence with some of my ideas. And the best thing is working with someone who's been there before personally or helped others get to where I want to go. So.
Hi, I'm Rebecca, and before I started working with Libby, my marketing methods were all over the place. I was marketing to everyone, and I was marketing everywhere, and it was overwhelming me and greatly ineffective. Using Libby's method, I have honed in on who I want to serve, how I want to serve them, and I market primarily on Instagram, so it keeps me sane. It's saving me tons of time and energy. When I started working with Libby, I was making $0 a month in my private practice because I had actually stopped and I'd taken a break from it. And 6 months later, I am slotted to make $4,000 this month. In closing, I highly recommend working with Libby. I think that it's worth investing in yourself instead of wasting a bunch of time trying to figure out how to do it on your own and maybe getting burned out and not making any money and potentially giving up on your message and all that you have to offer so many people. Invest in yourself, learn how to do this right and quickly, be coachable, listen, do what she says, trust the process, and I believe that you can succeed.
Hi, Libby. My takeaway from your program has been a sense of community. So think about private practice and how we are all sitting here basically at our houses alone now in a virtual atmosphere, which we of course wanted to create, but knowing that we don't have the ability to turn to someone and ask a question, like in a clinical office. It's just been wonderful to be able to have the Facebook group and 50 other dietitian bosses to be able to bounce ideas off, make friendships, form relationships. And then, of course, your staff. Your staff has been amazing. The way in which they provide feedback is very beneficial. It's very kind and caring and compassionate. Helps one be able to understand it in such a way and receive it in a very easy way to make changes pretty quickly. So my main takeaway, of course, is community. I'm a very big community person and relationship person. I am never going to forget the memories that I've made in your group with all of the other dietitian bosses. So thank you. During a time when it has been very challenging to be alone, you created that atmosphere in which I really needed to feel connected to.
In completing Libby's program, I was able to re-identify my niche as well as clearly identify who my ideal client was. That allowed me to market to her on Instagram, and I went from having no discovery calls to having 4 to 5 discovery calls per month with my ideal client.
So working with Libby really helped me refine what I actually wanted to be known for and who my ideal client was. As a relatively new dietitian and someone with multiple different passions, it was very hard for me to actually niche down in the first place. And after quite a few months of reflecting, I realized that I actually came to her program not actually knowing who my ideal client was and what even ideal client actually means. So she really helped me refine who it is that I enjoy working with and how to market with them further. Now, over the course of working with Libby for 6 months, I have made over $5,000, which is more money than I have ever made in my business after working at it as a side hustle for the last 4 years.
Using Libby's method, I was able to get really clear on who I'm actually speaking to and who my ideal client is so that I can better provide them with the information that they want and need to get them to their weight loss goals rather than just trying to speak to everyone about everything. So she really helped me get the clarity. So making content was easier and it actually spoke to my ideal client so that they would come and want to work with me. Working with Libby has given me the guidance and the structure that I needed to finally get off the ground and start my business. And I'm so happy I made the investment with her. She is kind and encouraging, but she'll also tell you like it is when you need to hear it and push you in the right direction. So working with Libby was the best decision I could have made to get my business started.
I think initially the modules were super helpful. I kind of came in from the ground, not really sure where to start or continue with growing my business. And so the modules gave me the direction that I needed. Once I had learned that information, the community and the team were really, really helpful in holding me accountable to continue to grow and to really apply the method in a way that was going to help me be successful. I would also say the support that I got on weekly calls as well as through the Facebook group really helped me to kind of troubleshoot when I was maybe not having such a great month or felt really confused about why I wasn't getting my desired results.
I added a call to action to my caption of one of my posts last week, and that post only got 4 likes, but one of those likes converted to a discovery call, which then converted to a paying client. So,
hi, I booked 5 people under a week for my group program starting tomorrow. So super excited that I have 5 people signed up.
Hi, Libby. Emma Vogt from the Biome Kitchen. I wanted to share my win from this week, which is that I've been posting 5 times a week on Instagram and really enjoying using the Canva Pro.
Hi, my wins this week, just getting started in the program, so don't have that much content yet. I'm getting used to showing my face, which I think is a big step for me. Having my husband help take some photos for some future content. And also I've had a mindset shift. I'm reading the book Mindset, and even just the first chapter has helped me look at challenges as opportunities.
My weekly win is that I'm over halfway to my monthly sales goal, and we're about halfway through the month.
Hi, here to share my weekly win. I made my first sale, which is so awesome, and I'm getting faster at content, and I finally hit everything on the DB content checklist. So happy.
Hey, my name's Brittany. My Instagram handle is bodypositive_mom. And I worked with Libby for 3 months, and I wanted to give you some insight into what that was like. So when I started working with Libby, I had already sort of started my own private practice. I wasn't really sure where it was going or like what I was going to do next. I know that like the corporate world, clinical positions, I know that stuff's not for me. So I've always known that like I need to have my own business. I want to have my own creativity. I want to be able to talk to people the way I want to talk to them. So I wasn't exactly even sure what that looked like. And then my very first meeting with Libby, it truly was better than I even imagined. Like that very first meeting, we're able to niche down, knowing that I wanted to work with moms, knowing that I wanted to work with body positivity and like anti-dieting. And she was really able to help me figure that out. It was a little bit scary, but she was really confident in what she was doing. And I think that her confidence helped me feel more confident. So at this point, I am just about to be launching my first online course. And she helped me through every step of the way, figure out what that next step was. She gave me lots of different ideas of how to plan it. And then another thing I'll be launching soon is my 3-month-long signature program. So really, I don't think I would have gotten there if I didn't have that help and support that she gave me. I think that you can tell that she is very individualized. She doesn't just give everybody the exact same advice. And I think that she definitely knows what she's doing. So if you're thinking about working with Libby, I highly recommend it. I'm so happy that I did.
Hi everyone, I'm Bonnie Roney from Nutritionist.Bonnie, and I started working with Libby about 6 months ago. And to be honest, before I started working with her, I was really thinking about making a career change just because I was feeling a little bit discouraged, in the dietetics fields and just what options I had available to me for jobs with the amount, with what the salary was for what the job had to offer. I knew that in my professional career, I wanted to make more money than that. And when I met Libby, when I happened upon her and when we started working together, she helped shift my mindset to where I really was able to believe that as a dietitian, I could create my own virtual private practice where I could actually help other women create impact and at the same time monetize and be able to make, a salary that in my mind is what I want to make in my professional career. So that has been absolutely amazing. And just in addition to that motivation piece and, just helping me understand and believe my worth as a dietitian, she's obviously helped me set up all of the back end work that I need to with a virtual private practice. So these are things that would have probably taken me forever to do on my own, like what client management tools or systems I need to use, how to communicate with clients, all of that stuff would have taken me forever. And with her guidance, I was able to do it so much quicker, so much faster, and, be ready to serve my clients when they came to me and when I got them. Obviously, when it comes to Instagram, she has helped me tremendously with my following and just creating a clear strategy. And when I started working with her, I actually had a totally different niche than what I'm doing now. I was doing weight loss and now I'm doing food freedom. So even when I pivoted, with my niche, she still helped me be able to create a clear strategy to where when I was working in both niches, I was able to really grow. And I want to say when I was first started working with Libby, I had about 2,000 followers and now I have 22,000 followers. So she has helped me tremendously in that aspect. And then of course, whenever I feel like when I've hit a wall or when I feel like, maybe there isn't anything else for me to do, she always, is able to give me a clear picture on how many more opportunities I have available to me, how to increase my visibility, how to reach out to brands, just so many different things. So honestly, the last 6 months have been amazing. And if you are considering hiring a business coach, I highly recommend Libby. It's been an absolute pleasure. And I believe that she can help you grow and create the online business of your dreams as well.
When I came to Libby, I didn't have an Instagram, I didn't have a strategy, I didn't have really any idea of how to grow an online private practice, but I did have a niche and I knew what I was passionate about. So when I've had my first call with her, she really just asked me, well, why haven't you started? You have a clear message, you know what you are passionate about. And I just honestly didn't feel ready. I didn't feel like I had enough education, enough courses. I hadn't taken enough webinars, et cetera, all the excuses that we hold ourselves back from actually starting. And so even if you don't have a niche, if you aren't sure of, or if you're unsure of your message, just start from where you're at. So.
Hi everyone, my name is Delina and I'm a registered dietitian in Philadelphia, and I work with the Latino population here in Philly, and I do most of my counseling in Spanish and English. And I decided to work with Libby because I wanted to grow my virtual practice and I wanted to reach more people, and I just wanted to, get my message out there. And one of the best advice that Libby gave me was to niche down. And at first I was so scared because I thought that if I niched down, I would be missing out on opportunities. But I always heard, if you try to help everyone, you help no one. So niching down and focusing on just Latinas really opened so many opportunities for me, and it has been able to help me grow so much. And I've been able to just help so many Latinas, and it's just been such a blessing. And I'm super excited that I took the leap of faith and that I actually decided to, work on myself and really invest in my business. And Libby truly helped me do that.
When I first started with the process back in July, the one thing that I noted was immediately when I started talking to pilots about weight loss and blood pressure, I ended up with 2 clients in the same week off of Instagram, and they both said, I've always thought about losing weight and lowering blood pressure, and I did not know how to do this, and you have been the one to teach me. So very incredible that, before, when I started my Instagram back in April, I wasn't exactly too sure what to post about. I was posting a lot about eyesight because that was something that was near and dear to our family, with my husband losing his right eyesight. But I've been able to get clients from all sorts, commercial airline pilots, private pilots, and all different age groups that I never thought that I would have gotten before. So it's been really incredible, and I'm so thankful for your process.
I started my business in July. I became LLC while I was still in my dietetic internship, before I took my RD exam, like Libby said. And it's just been amazing. I've really, really loved the process. I've been working with Libby ever since. And that was the best decision I could have made in my business, was to have her help and her guidance. So yeah, if you guys are interested in learning more about me, my specialty is, or what I'm specializing in, is hypothalamic amenorrhea recovery and food freedom for weightlifting women and women in the fitness space.
And that was also something that we also got to participate in your calls, right? So not only could we learn on how to do it for ourselves, but then also how to witness it in other people. And it just, overall, these programs that we're running, it just screams growth, personal growth. Like every single session is about reflecting, learning, and then like picking up, the next best tip and then practicing it. And Libby, your program really, it took a while. It took a little bit of practice, but learning how to use insights, learning how to look at the top, reaching, most profile clicks, most saves kind of posts, learning how to kind of reband, refocus, make your existing content even better, has really also helped streamline kind of that process. And yeah, even prior to us finding you and joining your program, we spent a lot of time on this. It was every Friday we would meet and we would plug away on the website. Maybe we would write a blog post and then we would try to share it on social media, and we're kind of slow poking it. And then thank you, because your program,
we were slow poking it.
Your program really just lit the fire under our asses and made us kind of just go for it and go for it with a step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. And it's funny because it's exactly the type of things that our bariatric clients want from us is they want like a step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and we give it to them. But we didn't really have that framework prior to your program. So thank you.